Hello there. Well, all that flag waving on Saturday has upset some of these lefties, hasn't it? But let me show you something that happened on Sunday that they would expect you to accept. They don't want your flags or our flags or the British flags, but they do want this. So I stayed an extra day in London just to see what happens on a typical Sunday in London. And I went down to Westminster, and as I came out of the tube, I saw these flags flying from the aftermath of the Saturday, the 13th of September event. British flags in Britain, UK flags in Britain, English flags in Britain. What is the problem? None. Except the lefties hate it, and they think they're framing it all as racist and all the rest of it, and they expect us not to do it in Britain. How dare you show British and English flags in Britain? And they hate it. Anyway, I wandered down the road and I thought, well, what do we make of that? And then coming the other way was a pro-Palestine march. Lots of flag waving. But that's okay, that's not a problem. You can do that to your heart's content in Britain. Fly any other flag except the British and English flags. Anyway, this particular pro-Palestine march was about 100 yards long, as you can see, between the Women in War Memorial back down to the next statue is about, I measured it, it's about 100 and something steps, which is about 100 yards. And that was the sum total of the people there. It wouldn't even fill the pocket of what we did on the 13th on Saturday. Anyway, that wasn't the end of it. I went and had some lunch and then came back, and then I found this, and I think this was part of that particular march. And you can see how small the group was overall. As you go round and pan round, I'll take you round the back, and it was a Jews for Palestine sort of speech, although I'm not quite sure how that would fit into an Islamic state. But there you go.
Of defining Jewish identity in terms of the genocide.
I will say
Now, by way of example, here in the one of the Jews looking at the Bible state from China, they, the Chinese You're saying, yes, it's the Jews that are doing it. Therefore, if you accuse us, you are accusing the Jews. We have to call out this racism for what it is. And yes, I am suggesting that we offensively accuse supporters of the Israeli state of anti-Jewish bigotry.
So I then wandered off and thought, right, I'll see what else is going on. And then I came across a pro-Iranian regime change march. Oh yes, and they were coming over the bridge, and I stopped and filmed them. Relatively small, but it's still lots of flag waving, lots of shouting, but it's all okay because they weren't actually campaigning for Britain or for England. This was for another country abroad. So that's all okay. There were some UK flags there, which was great, but you get my drift here. Anything that campaigns and argues for Britain, for free speech in Britain, for our cultural heritage to be kept, is verboten, must not be done. Everyone else can do what they like, but we can't. Anyway, I then went on my way and I went to Marble Arch, and there was another protest or a rally. So I went to have a look at this one, and the whole thing was about free Pakistani women for some, I'm not quite sure what that campaign was about. It was all being done in a foreign language, so I couldn't understand what, and some of the written words were there, but overall it was a concept that some women in Pakistan were being mistreated or something, and I didn't really pick up. Everyone else knew what was going on, but I didn't. In London, I didn't know what this was about. And this is going on all over the place. That was 3 protests, maybe 4, that I saw that afternoon within 2 hours, where lots of wet flags were being waved, lots of banners, lots of shouting, lots of speeches. But when we do it, when the indigenous British population decides we've had enough, they can't do it. They're not allowed to. It's racist. It's somehow bigoted. No, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it is not bigoted. We have to impose our will. It is our country. We made it. Our forebears, our forefathers, foremothers built this country into the country that everybody else comes to protest. So when people tell you this, just bear in mind that those are just a couple of the protests I saw. There were probably many more going on around London and nothing to do with the UK at all. Nothing. So I'll leave you with that thought and have a good day.